Rwby is licensed and produced by Rooster Teeth, created by Monty Ohm. Please support the official release. Hello there YouTube, Jack here with more Rwby Volume 5, Chapter 1. And I'm a nervous wreck, in all honesty. So, I don't even know what I feel right now. Sort of this feeling in my gut that's telling me no, something bad. Also, a very curious thumbnail for the video with the members of Ranger just looking kind of panicked, guns drawn at someone. I don't really know who could create that kind of reaction. Probably couldn't, since, Yang and Weiss seem to be on the way, but it wouldn't be them. Oscar, I don't know, perhaps, if he does something creepy with his whole Aspen mind. But, yeah, genuinely no idea. Still, I also want to take a second to apologize for what was my reaction to Volume 4. I genuinely, looking back on it, think it was not good. It was bad, even. And I don't really know why. Like, how should I best say this? I was not that into Rwby, which isn't exactly true. I really liked it. I watched everything before, and I've been watching Rwby ever since the Red trailer came out, or waiting for it in that sense. But the biggest problem I think was generally I watched it whenever it came out and more or less left it at that regarding earlier episodes. I mean, I did watch Volume 3, especially with other reaction videos multiple times, but Volume 1 and 2, not so much. So to say, I watched Volume 1, then yeah, I didn't really think it would eventually evolve into this bigger thing, so I was not even sure if they were gonna do a Volume 2 or not. So I kind of realized Volume 2 was out after it was already done, so I watched that then. But then I was more into it, so I kind of immediately knew when Volume 3 came out, since YouTube told me about it. And, well, Volume 4. But still, for the first two volumes, I watched it, then waited, then watched it, then waited. Thus, kind of the important bits that were stated in Volume 1 and 2 completely escaped my mind. The most embarrassing thing that I didn't know when watching Volume 4, and I'm legitimately embarrassed to say this now, is aura. Like, whenever the aura flashed, I did not know what that meant. In the sense that they were now vulnerable. Since I also don't think they really did it that often in volumes 1 through 3. They mentioned it at the beginning with Pura giving the dialogue exposition thing to Jean. But other than that, I think it only, right now from the top of my mind, the only time I can recall it happening is when Pyrrha fought Cinder. There I distinctly remember it happening, but other than that, aura flashing like that, not really. Anyway, ever since I finished Volume 4, I've been extremely into Rwby, more so than before, and I've kind of been devouring fanfiction ever since. So, I don't know, I wouldn't say I'm completely up to date on all the fan theories that are going on. I'm sure I missed some, but I think I'm at least more up to date with the general knowledge that you should know watching Rwby in general. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out as a bit of a public apology to you and myself. Bad Jack, bad. Also, I'm kind of trying to delay watching this as much as possible for some reason. I've waited so long, now it's here, and I somehow feel once you get started, it's gonna be over soon. I mean, it's 22 minutes. By the way, I think the official Japanese dub is genuinely bad in that regard. Not the voice acting or anything, just the fact that they cut the already short episodes even shorter to stick them together for a uniform runtime. Since, Volume 1 wasn't really uniform in any sense. They had longer episodes, they had shorter episodes, and now the Japanese dub is cutting them up even more to get to the same length of episodes. Yes, they're cutting partially pointless stuff and just jokes, but still, you notice it. Yeah, okay, enough delaying. Episode. We have to do this now. Let's do this. I'm ready. I'm not ready. In 3, 2, 1, go. Just don't do anything bad.
It's about time.
Who? Damn animation though.
Whose idea was it to walk again?
Well, we did face many obstacles. Broken airships,
Oh.
destroyed settlements.
Nora.
I'll let you all those people in.
How did I not recognize Nora just now?
We were
Just-
fine. Only
Also,
one of us
Crow is up
was
and walking completely fine.
Hey,
Hey,
so how much farther to Haven Academy?
Almost there. I'd have figured I'd take you kids on the scenic route.
Welcome to Haven, huh? I genuinely feel... Yep, beautiful. But I genuinely feel bad for Ruby's cloak being all torn up like this.
Certainly something.
Yeah, so much still images.
Vendors will sell you just about anything, whether they should or not.
I mean, it's beautifully drawn, but it's still so obvious that it's drawn.
And stay away from the lower levels. But the higher up you go, the nicer it gets.
And we are going up.
Up you go, yes?
So, how much farther?
We're in the home stretch now. No more stops from here to Mistral. Sorry for the long trip. Keeping us off the radar's been harder than I thought. Lots of air traffic around northern Anima.
It's
I'm also
fine.
gonna admit I'm not the biggest fan of her attire.
You and your money are more than welcome on this ship.
Yeah, that can't be good.
Okay.
I don't know. We're still over Lake Matsu. Shouldn't be picking up broadcasts this far from Mistral. Someone must be close.
Mayday! Mayday! We're a small passenger flight and our Huntress is down! We aren't equipped to deal with this!
Oh, man.
The Grim hit us 400 clicks north of the southern shoreline.
Yep. Gotta go save them, huh?
If anyone can hear this...
We're going to help them, right?
What?
How?
I'm trying to avoid them.
But they'll die.
Look, if we picked up their transmission, I'm sure someone else did too.
Not necessarily.
Cargo ship. She's not much good in a fight. I just want to finish this job and get home. Sorry, kid. My ship, my rules.
It's a cold world out there, huh? Throwing some harsh reality at us already. I wonder if we're gonna get back to them. You know, either surviving or dead. Some sort of guilt trip. Loving the Asian touch, by the way, for the different continents and so on. Being followed, are we? Well, I only know one person who can potentially turn invisible.
Maybe try louder?
there doesn't seem to be anyone here.
Okay, or maybe then two if you
I guess school's really in session right now.
include...
No, this isn't.
What's it
right.
called?
Come on.
Yang's friend, not Yang, Blake's friend from the Fang. Not friend anymore.
Get ready. There could be trouble.
Okay, so I guess this is the thumbnail scene. Okay. What even?
Lionheart?
Scary lion, huh?
Crying out loud nearly scared me half to death.
Me? Why weren't aren't you waiting for us at the entrance?
Oh, right. Apologies. I guess
Apologies.
time slipped away from me.
Yeah, you know. Evil conspiracies kind of tend to do that.
Ah, you must be the students Crow mentioned.
Yes, sir. Ruby Rose.
Jean Arc.
Nor Valkyrie.
Lyren.
Pleasure to meet you all. Leonardo Lionheart at your service.
Really?
Afraid most
Why
of my
not?
staff is currently away until classes resume, but
What?
What?
You can't be serious. Who's guarding the relic?
Crow, the children.
Already know. I filled them in. What do you mean your staff is away?
You filled them in?
So,
That's
is
bad,
it
huh?
going at all like anyone thought it would?
Kinda. You know, perhaps reduce casualties?
Unbelievable!
Total garbage. We can't let them get away with this.
Well, at least you two can finally agree on something.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly.
Guys, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey guard, how's it going?
Miss, can I get you anything? Just a little time to myself, if that's all right. Sure thing. Just call if you need me.
You know, if you're here to protect her, leaving her alone on the balcony
Security.
doesn't seem like a good idea in general. Just saying.
I just need to talk.
So, still friend, I guess.
How could you take the fall for them, Ilya?
Ilya, that was it.
Corsic and Finnick blamed you. We confronted them tonight and they denied knowing anything, and everything we found on your scroll, it talked about how disappointed they were to hear that you'd sided with Adam. But you and I both know they're guilty.
You can't prove anything.
That scroll might not have been enough to lock them up, but it's enough to sway the Faunas here. When we go public tomorrow, they're not going to stand for any of it.
Really? You're just gonna
And neither
tell
should
her that you plan to go public tomorrow? Doesn't it seem like the least bit good idea? Nope. Generally bad idea.
Leave Menagerie before it's too late.
You're going to have to make me.
Well, she maybe not going to, but I think there are more White Fang here.
I have to say, Crow, this all seems
That
very
doesn't seem like good book storage.
for you.
No, Reckless is leaving one of the relics completely unguarded. It's not checking in with Oz for ages.
There was nothing to check in about before the fall of Beacon, but since that day, Mistral has been in chaos.
Has it now?
Wasn't the only kingdom to suffer that night. Everyone was watching. Every house in every kingdom saw that poor girl ripped to pieces, saw monsters crawling over the city, Atlesian knights attacking citizens, and then nothing. You could feel the dread in the air. With all that negativity, you can imagine what it was like when the Grim came for us. Mistral's controlled territory is the widest reaching in the world, you know, and that makes it infinitely harder to protect. We lost so many great huntsmen.
Well, good to know what the other kingdoms have been up to.
And it's only gotten worse.
What do you mean?
We may have dealt with the Grim, but the Mistral Council's still at odds with representatives from Atlas. First, it was the dust embargo. Now it's the closing of borders. I'm not sure what happened to James in Vale, but it seems to have only worsened some of his more unfortunate tendencies. And on top of everything, we still don't know where the Spring Maiden is.
All the more reason
Yeah,
we need the
I guess Crow at least has a hunch on that.
Okay, things are bad. They're bad. But we can figure this out. Why is the Spring Maiden so important?
Yeah, I've kind of been curious about that.
Thought you filled them in.
Mostly filled in. Look, there's a lot to cover, okay? I quit teaching for a reason.
Oh, you did quit? Makes sense, I guess.
The four maidens each have the power to perform feats of magic. And they are the only ones capable of reaching the relics.
Oh. Okay.
Relics are each locked inside a chamber that can only be opened by a specific maiden.
Well, that explains why Salem's hunting the maiden.
Summer for destruction, fall for choice, and spring for knowledge. Spring is the problem.
What happened to her?
She was determined at first, when she inherited her powers. But the weight of responsibility proved to be too much for the child.
Well, I guess your little circle of guardians bearing down on her
Everyone.
might have played a part in that.
A decade ago. There's no telling where she could be now.
I know. At least, I have a pretty good idea.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's not good.
What are you talking about? This is incredible news! After all these years, where?
I did some digging around. Looks like after Spring ran away, she was picked up by bandits. Specifically, the Brownwind tribe.
Yeah. I guess that rings a bell with you.
Yang's mom?
That's right.
How do you even know, actually?
That's about where they've set up their main camp. It's where they fall back to after raids and scouting missions. Raven's managed to gain a lot of followers since she returned to the tribe. And I'm sure when the Spring Maiden showed up, it only made things easier.
Yeah, probably having literal mythical,
These coordinates, we can mount a
most powerful beings on your side.
A few weeks?
That's right.
Leo, maybe you didn't hear me. My sister has the Spring Maiden, and I know where she is. We need to go as soon as possible.
And perhaps you didn't hear me. This kingdom is in shambles. As soon as possible does not mean tomorrow. It means as soon as I can convince the rest of the council that I need huntsmen more than they do.
Or perhaps buying time for Salem, which I don't hope, but could be.
When the threat of war is just on the horizon.
Then damn the council. We'll do it ourselves. You and I are trained huntsmen, and these kids aren't exactly pushovers.
Yeah!
Perhaps there's a more peaceful way to approach this?
We need to get Spring as far away from here as possible. But Raven isn't going to give up her most prized possession without a fight.
Unfortunately, you and your sister are evenly matched, and I'm not the fighter.
Are they now?
No offense, but the
That's good to
experience
know.
I can't take on an entire bandit tribe and a maiden that's no doubt had years to hone her skills. We need to be positive we can apprehend Spring, because if we fail, Raven and her tribe will scatter, and we'll be lost.
You know, at least he's bringing up a good point.
Shot at this, and it needs to be perfect.
You know, Oz wouldn't be happy with any of this if he were here.
Perhaps you're right. But if
Well,
not,
good he's making his way here then.
There has to be something we can do.
What about Cinder? She came with Emerald and Mercury from Haven. Do you have anything on them?
we pulled their files after the fall of Beacon. Nothing but lies and forgeries.
Yeah, I guess he might be a bit hell bent on revenge.
Warm reunion,
I'm sorry. I know you've all traveled a long way, but I will do everything I can to help.
Sure. We'll stay in the city for the time being. Local comms are still up. Keep in touch. Come on, kids.
No, yeah, still, I'm pretty sure he's buying time. Even if he's bringing up good points, legitimate points, in a way. So is Watts hiding somewhere, perhaps?
Leo, we have got to work on your improvisational skills.
Okay, not necessarily hiding, but listening, which is just as bad.
So, what do we do now?
Why do you even need to guard the relics, actually, if only a maiden can open them? I mean, I guess you still didn't exactly want the enemy to have it, but still. Yay, going for the Oscar scene again. I don't mind. Great scene.
Excuse me.
Also, please meet up with Weiss this episode.
They allow kids in here, Pipsqueak.
Shut up, I'm getting there.
I don't care if I've already seen it so many times, I still like it.
I'd like my cane back.
Ah, that ghost of a smile, huh?
It's good to see you again, Oz.
So again, Crow apparently knows whatever Ozpin's deal is. With the whole... Just right. Okay.
Aren't you a little young to be drinking?
Whoa. It's hot out.
Oh, sure.
Are you telling me you're too young to drink? You look like a regular huntress. And a beauty at that.
Yay, generic thug for a beat-up!
Thanks, pal.
Seriously. Not too bulky, not too lean. You're...
Just right. Yep. Like I said, I'm good.
So, if you actually think she's a huntress, why do you think it's a good idea to hit on her like that? Pun intended. That hurt. Ah.
This one's in the house. He's been driving me crazy.
Still not quite over the problems, huh?
So, what brings you around these parts?
1 second.
Thanks. And I'm, looking for someone.
Not many people come out here, too far from the kingdoms. Only person worth noting around here is, well,
Raven Bronwyn.
Oh, so you are looking for her.
Thanks again.
Now, Missy, you don't want to go messing with bandits. They're a world of trouble.
So I hear.
I actually thought he took the road to Mistral. But, oh well.
Hey, girlie.
He wouldn't be happen to be part of the bandits.
I heard you're looking for someone.
Why do you get immediately nervous when someone's knocking? Is it not the right knock signal? I mean, they could have set up a knock signal. And they might have just entered paranoid territory to the point where they need to. Yay, Oscar! By the way, it's amazing how people already ship him and Rwby before they even met.
Yeah, is there a Ruby Rose here?
Why?
Yep, definitely slightly paranoid.
Well...
I found him!
I think her uncle could use some help.
So he got wasted with Oscar there? Oh, please.
Read her comics in peace. So, did you get drunk again?
He said he was going for a drink. So I'm kind of amazed that...
You have silver eyes.
Well, that line rings a bell, huh?
Are you?
Well, my name is Oscar Pine.
Wait for it.
Probably known as Professor Ozpin.
Crow is having a blast. Oh, I knew they would cliffhanger me again on this opening. All with some bit of more determination now, huh? Ooh, whatever those are. Hi, Adam. Also, new people. Potential Spring Maiden, I guess. Could be. Which would really make sense if she's standing with Cinder as Fallen Maiden. Just honestly, that scene with Weiss, best. Hi, Salem. And reunited at last, huh? I seriously don't want to go with it again. Damn, why did you cliffhang me on Oscar again? That's just... You're doing it on purpose. So, anyway, I'm not gonna lie. Both this opening and the one from Volume 4 don't exactly hit me the same way as the first three did. I just think the first three were more visually interesting, perhaps. I don't really know what to call this, what to say here. But I don't know, they have a different feel to them. I mean, I still like them, just they have a different feel to them. Just, you know, yeah, again, I don't know what to properly call this feeling when I compare them. Both Volume 4 and Volume 5 feel more like they're showing specific scenes, like this in particular here. Whatever Nora's holding on to here. And, you know, totally exposing her panties, I guess. Whereas the first three volumes seem to be more artistic, I guess, rather than focusing on any particular scenes. So yeah, Arthur quite having, his name was Arthur, right? Like Arthur Watts. Anyway, having Lionheart quite in his grasp, whatever those things are. So, Hazel and Adam. Surprised Adam is, like, sort of working with humans here. Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it's the Spring Maiden. Not a real limb. She shows up in the opening. Definitely an important character thus. Spring Maiden. Who else? I mean, plus you have her squaring off with Cinder, the Fall Maiden, so... Also, nice. Brownman Trap tattoo, I guess. Looking forward to that meeting. Also, yep, she's definitely having doubts about the whole White Fang shtick. Hale blatantly catching Hammer, also awesome. So might just get to see more from him. Rematch with Mercury. Damn it. Also, whatever that blackness is there. I love that shot with Weiss there, I don't know why. So satisfying reunion. Why Salem would be at Mistral though. Why did you have to cliffhanger me on Oscar again? Curses. I love Kuro's reaction. Just, I found him, he's so happy, wait for it and all that. Yep, I think I now know why I was so hesitant to watch this. I'm hyped. And I can't do anything but sit here and wait for the next episode. And it's 3 AM in the morning. I'm gonna go to bed now. Or soon, potentially. That's not gonna work. I mean, also it's now a literal race against time. Since Lionheart is buying time for them, and Salem's definitely on the move now that she knows what a Spring Maiden is. And I'm pretty sure we do not want to see a fight between Spring and Fall Maiden. That could kind of be devastating. So much to look forward to! Sorry, I'm trying to stay calm here. It's not working. End of video. Bye. Until next time. See ya. Then. Toodaloo.